Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Banished Zone, the show about flesh and blood, but beseeched.
We are beseeched by all manners of demigons and beasts. And welcome to
I'm
the
Bryn,
zone.
and this is Chris, and today we are not doing a real episode, but we're talking about our spoiler video. This is a spoiler video for our spoiler card.
You're watching it right now, and we have breaking news from the Banished Zone, direct reporting inside the zone, inside the
someone
Banished Zone.
beseeched the Demagon, and he got owned.
He died. Maybe he had a heart attack. Maybe he died into sleep peacefully. There's no way to know.
Yeah.
Medical professionals are still unclear, but yeah, he beseeched the Demagon and then he died.
Yeah, so let's get into this card. It's called Beseech the Demagon. And it's functionally, Chris described it as a nimbolism for shadow, a shadow nimbolism.
Shadow nimbolism.
Which is fair. So it's a zero cost shadow action. It says choose an attack. It's red and it's common, so it probably. When I first saw that, I was like, "Damn, this is probably a good draft card." And I was like, "Oh, you can't draft Dusk Till Dawn."
Yeah, it's a shame.
Which is a shame.
It would be a good draft card. This would be good in chain.
Oh yeah. Says it's a non-attack action that says choose an attack action card in your banished zone.
That's us.
That's me.
Yeah.
It gets +3 until end of turn.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming yellow is +2 and blue is +1.
One would assume, yeah.
One would assume that. Well, we don't know anything, but it blocks 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a pretty, as a draft card, I would say, not bad.
It'd be great,
Maybe
yeah.
definitely takeable.
Oh, yeah.
In red. But you can't do that. Unless there's going to be some sort of, because, James said it was a weird set.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been like, I had like a weird thought of like, what if Dusk Till Dawn is draftable? But then what if at Nationals or World or something, they did like a 1 pack of Dusk Till Dawn Spice draft or something?
Oh, for the Monarch draft? Yeah, I had sort of had a thought that maybe you could like play Monarch sealed with some Monarch and then some Dusk Till Dawn if it has enough shadow cards.
It feels like it's going to be designed to do that. But that's neither here nor there. We're not doing a real episode. This is the spoiler video.
Right.
So Beseech the Demagon. Let's get into its lore implications, which are more interesting than I thought they'd be.
Intriguing.
So at the bottom it says, "At last, I will show them what true knowledge looks like. Final words of Zane Runescribe."
Now, do you think that? Oh wait, can they see where I'm pointing?
That
right
I'm
there.
pointing to
Okay,
with the
is
mouse.
that Zane probably? And
So
that's the Demagon?
generally with this kind of stuff, the person on the card is the one saying it. Is what we've kind of seen. Jarl.
Yeah, there's a brutal assault where that guy.
Amira.
Remember that one where the guy's like saying some kind of prayer to the Reinar guy, and he's like, "Wait, no, what are you doing?" And then there's like a Reinar type guy jumping at him.
Yeah. So we looked this up and we thought, wait, have we heard of Zane Runescribe before? And the fact is that yes, we have.
This one's for all you lore heads out there.
All the way back in Arcane Rising, we got Index, a card that nobody likes and nobody plays. It's a wizard card, and it says, "Look at the top of whatever. Who cares what this card does?"
Yeah.
But the flavor text says, "They banished me from their radiant kingdom, soul,
Almost certainly Solana. Yeah.
fearful in the face of true knowledge." Zane Runescribe.
So he was a rune scribe way back then, and apparently he was like a wizard.
So my sense is that Zane Runescribe is like a guy who's a wizard who was like trying to harness the arcane properties of runes.
Yeah.
And then had to go to the monastery to,
because he got kicked out.
because that's where people go to research stuff, because the monastery has been like real open and stuff about that kind of thing.
That's where you go if you're like not chill with the Catholic Church doctrine of Solana. Or
Right,
whatever.
exactly. And so everyone went there, and he looks like he's meeting his end by beseeching this Demagon.
Yeah,
but
it seems like
what this kind of implies to me is that this is not a Shadow Runeblade or Shadow Brute card, but a Shadow Wizard card.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, considering the first one is a wizard card, and so it kind of implies that Zane is a wizard, which, like, also I don't think there's any wizards in Solana. I could be wrong, but, like...
Well, there definitely is. He was there.
Sure, but I mean, he got kicked out. Like, maybe being a wizard isn't allowed in Solana, and you, like, research it elsewhere. I don't actually know the full lore. I mean, because there's wizards in
I think there'll
Volcor.
probably be light wizards and shadow wizards.
Yeah, totally. at some point.
But the point is that Zane, I think he's a shadow wizard.
Mm-hmm. That'd be really
I'm
cool.
not saying they're going to release Zane Runescribe in this set.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, for all we know, they announced him today.
That's true. Yeah. Maybe we've seen. Maybe Zane is a.
You're watching this on July 2nd.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is good in New Levia, or
maybe Levia Redeemed is the shadow wizard.
And this will be probably okay in Vincent, who we know will have something in her banish zone every single turn.
That's true. You have to banish stuff.
And we don't know exactly how she interacts with non-attack actions, but like that is important for like creepers.
Yeah, well, we know that she wants to, for her second hero ability, to play shadow non-attacks to make her rune chance unpreventable. Remember?
Oh yeah.
If you play a shadow non-attack, you can pay 1 life and make your next rune chance unpreventable.
So this turns Vincent on.
Yeah.
And then you get a buff. So it's like a nice nimbleism for Vincent, and then possibly any other shadow characters we may get.
Yeah, Chain is no longer legal in CC, but like this seems like it would be a fine card in Chain, like being able to pump something in your banish zone by 3. Because there's not really the pumps you can play from banished are Howl from Beyond, which is 2 for +3.
It costs so much.
It's real expensive.
You can't play this from your banish zone.
It would be really cracked if you could.
Why? Just
the fact if that is like a 0 for 3, like not attack from your banish zone compared to Howl, which is a 2 for 3.
Right. Yeah. It'd be very good. So that's it. It's Beseech the Demagon. It's got Zane, who I fully now believe is a shadow wizard, who we will be getting at some point.
We're waiting for that to come out. Yeah. Maybe James and Brian Gottlieb are already jamming games with Zane.
That's when James was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do a whole arcane set. It'll probably have Zane in it.
It hopefully has Zane.
It's gotta have Zane." Yeah, we don't know. Maybe we'll get Shadow Illusionist and Wizard. No idea what we're getting in this set. So, thanks so much, LSS and Alex and the whole team.
Absolutely.
Over there. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun to work with you. I can't wait to see this card in person.
Yeah. It's coming in the mail.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
coming around the world.
It's coming in the mail.
Yeah.
But until next time, thanks so much. Enjoy the rest of spoiler season, and you're banished.
You're banished.